Hi and welcome, I am Helle from Game for Life BG, and today I'm going to play a solo playthrough of Astro Knights. And this is a game for 1 to 4 players. It takes about 60 minutes to play and is for the ages 14 plus. And this is a deck building game. It's a cooperative game where you're going to play together if you're more players. I'm going to play the solo version where I'm going to control just one of the heroes or the knights. And we're going to play against Furion, and we have this. If you're familiar with Aeon's End, then this is a new take to Aeon's End, where they have done so it's quicker to set up, and they have simplified some rules for the game, also with how you can shoot your weapons with your weapons. In this game, we have a common market with 6 decks we can buy from. And we have some fuel, we have 1 tech, we have 2 fuel, and then we have 3 types of weapons. And these cards are not all the same. There are different cards in the decks. And up here we have the cost. And we are going to start with a hero. There are 6 heroes in all, or knights. And I have chosen that I want to be one of these 3, and I can't decide which one. So I'm just going to shuffle these. If you're playing for your first time, they do recommend that you play with Christina or Z.A.K. We're going to draw the first one, and we're going to be Z.A.K. Otherwise, it would have been Christina or this Silas. So we're going to be Z.A.K. then. And we can look at Z, and there is some comments to Z.A.K. At the bottom, we can see what he's going to start with. We're going to get 10 cards, and our starting hand, we're going to get 3 power cards, then a special card for Z.A.K, and then a blaster, and then 4 power cards and 1 blaster. So that is what we are going to start with Z.A.K. The blaster card just deals 1 damage when it attacks, and then we have 3 cards that are going to gain us an energy, and then we have this special card for Z.A.K, the Tectonic Repeater, where when he attacks he can deal 1 damage. You may return a weapon from your discard pile to your hand. So that is what the cards that Z.A.K is going to start with. On Z.A.K, this is the health. We're going to start with 10 health. Then we have a power up ability. And if we get up to 4, we can activate it during our main phase. And here we can attack with up to 2 of your weapons without discarding them. And we're going to start with 1 slot we have. And for each slot you have, you can equip 1 weapon. So we're going to start with 1 slot. And then we are going to have 0 of an power up, and we're going to start with 10 health. In the solo version, if you go down to 0 health, you will still continue to play. But it's pretty bad if you go down to 0 in health. And I think when we play solo, this is going to happen, because we don't really have anything that can heal us. We can get some cards that can heal us, but otherwise we don't have any ways to do it, and we are not sure we're going to get the cards. And then we have our Homeworld, which we have to defend. And they do recommend for your first play that you're going to use this one, Quarries. We have 28 in health, and they can power up 2 due to some cards you can acquire. And then you would be able to deal 4 damage and then 2 damage. And they would need to power up 3 times to get it. So that is a good way we can give damage to Furion. And Furion, we have to defeat Furion in order to win the game. They start with 60 health. You can see on the back side how you're going to set them up, and there's a story for them. And in the setup, they are going to start with 60 health, and if you get them down to 0, then we're going to win the game. And they have some special rules. They have an artillery deck, and then they have a minion deck. You're going to put all cards aside if for player counts that are higher than what you are. Since I'm playing with 1, then I have all cards with 2 plus and higher in a discard pile. And then we have 2 cards with all, that says all, that is the starting cards. And we have 3 levels. He's going to start at level 1. And then when we have played through the deck and we need to draw a card and there aren't any, we will shuffle the discard pile, and then we are going to level him up, and then he's going to be more powerful. And we have a special rule. He has this artillery track. If it gets up to 3 or higher, then we have to draw a card from the artillery deck. And then we're going to decrease it with 3, and we have to repeat it until it has less than 3. And it cannot go up to more than 9, but that would also be crazy if it went that far up, I think. Yeah, and when a player is exhausted, at the time it happens, we have to increase the artillery track by 3. And of course, these cards we have in the Furion artillery deck, they are bad for us. So, yeah. But I think I will just explain more of the rules as we play it. So we have the special thing in Aeon's End, or now not Aeon's End, Astro Knights. It's the same. We have turn order cards. We have 2 boss turn order cards, and then we have 3 turns. When I'm playing solo, I will get 3 turns. And if you're playing with 2 or more players, then there will always be 4 player turns, and then there will be 2 boss turns. But in the solo, we are only going to gain 3 turns, and the boss is going to get 2 turns. So I have to remember to flip the turn order each time. It's so difficult when the boss, when he has had a turn, then often I will go afterwards, but I have to remember to flip the turn order card. I hope I'm going to remember it each time. But we are ready to play. We need to defeat Furion. We are going to start with see who is going to go first. We are going to go first. So let's just see if we have room for everything here. Yes. Okay. So I have 2 weapons. At the moment I can only equip one of the weapons. I can pay 3 to increase my weapon slot with 1. And I have exactly 3, so that is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to increase it, so I have room for 2 weapons. So I'm going to, and then I'm going to equip my 2 weapons. This one can give a damage, and this one can give a damage. So I'll place them like this. On a player's turn, we have an attack phase where we can attack with any equipped weapon, and we didn't have any at the start. And then we have our main phase where we can play cards, we can equip weapons, and we can activate, we can pay 3 energies to gain a slot. That was what we did. And then we can also power up for 2 energies. And then we have a draw phase. And so we first bought a power up, a slot, and then we equipped 2 weapons. And then afterwards we're going to discard our cards. And we can determine in which order we want to discard the cards. We're not going to shuffle our cards at any point. And that is the special thing with Aeon's End and also with Astro Knights. So we can just place them, our discard pile, and then that was our turn. Then we're going to flip the turn order to see who is going to go next. And we are going to go again. And then I can deal 2 damage. And also, by the way, I had to draw my 5 cards to my hand, where I have 4 of these, and then one where I can deal a damage. And now I have to think about how I'm going to play my cards. First, I can do the attack. And I'm going to attack. I can choose in which order I'm going to attack. I will first attack with this one, where we're going to deal 1 damage. So then I'm going to place it in my discard pile. After you have attacked, you're going to place it in your discard pile. So we are going to deal 1 damage, not to ourselves. We are going to deal 1 damage to Furion. And then we're going to play our second card, where we're going to deal 1 damage. And then I may return a weapon from your discard pile to your hand. So we can take this weapon and place it to our hand. And then we can deal 1 damage. So this one is going to be down at 58. And then we are going to play, and we can equip our 2 blasters. So we have 2 weapons again. We do have room for 2, and then we have 4 cards, or 4 energy or fuel. It's called fuel actually, not energy. And those we can use to buy. We can buy a card where we can, this cost 3, these up here cost 4. Homeworld powers up, any player may destroy a card in hand. This will cost us 4. Then this one costs 3, gain 2 energy, or you can gain one of these to a cost value of 5 and attack. And this one you can gain 2 and the Homeworld can power up. And this is all with damage, this is weapons. But I think I'm going to use my 4 to buy this one. So we can have a way that Homeworld can power up and any player may destroy a card in their hand. So in that way we can get rid of some of our start cards, and it will be more often that we can get these cards. So we're going to discard that one, and then we're going to discard these cards in any order, but they're all the same. So we will do like this. And that was our turn. Then we are going to flip this one over again, and then it's the boss turn. And they are going to draw one of their cards. They're going to draw one card, and they got a minion. When this one is defeated, we have to destroy it. Any player suffers 2 damage, and it has 4 in health. So we're just going to place it here, and then we're going to place 4 health tokens on it. And I would have liked that if that one had come first, because then we could have dealt it 2 damage and then 2 damage again. Oh, by the way, we have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to our hand. So we are just going to flip the deck over and then draw 5 cards. And that was their attack. This one is only going to be activated the next time the boss has their turn. So if they have their turn now, then we're going to get 2 in damage. We will for sure get 2 in damage, because we're only going to get 1 more turn in this round. Then we are going to, it is going to be our turn. We are going to deal this one 2 in damage with these 2. So 1, 2 in damage. If that one had come up first, we could have dealt that one the 2 damage instead of Furion. And then let's see what we have. We have this one. We can equip with this card. And then we have the Homeworld powers up. Any player may destroy a card in their hand. Well, the Homeworld is going to power up to 1. And then I can destroy a card in my hand. I could destroy one of these, but I actually think I want to buy this card that costs 3. I could destroy one and then power up. We have a special ability where we can activate 2 weapons, but I think I want more weapons. So I'm not going to destroy a card this turn, but I'm going to buy this weapon here, where we can deal 2 damage and the Homeworld can power up. Then we're going to discard these cards. I think I'm going to discard it like this. And then we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have to flip it over, and 5. So we have 5 cards to our hand again. And then this is going to be the boss's turn, and first we're going to activate this card, where we're going to suffer 2 damage. And then we are going to draw this card. The Homeworld suffers 3 damage, increase the artillery track by 1. So we have to increase the artillery track with 1, and then, no, not them, our Homeworld suffers 3 damage. So we will go down to 25 in health. Ouch. And then we have to shuffle the deck. And this is the only deck we are going to shuffle. That is these cards, and of course this deck. Next time they're going to be activated, they will level up, and then you have to draw a card, and we'll have a lot more cards to deal with. All right. And then let's see who is going to go first. We are going first. We are definitely going to, we don't have any weapons in our discard pile. So maybe I'm going to save that one. Depends on what I have on my hand here. I only have 1 weapon. So in this case, I am not going to use my weapon. I don't have to shoot with it. I don't have to attack, so I'm just going to keep it, and then I will place this one here. So I can equip this one because I want to shoot with that one and then get it back to my hand. At the moment I don't have anything in the discard pile, so I wouldn't get the benefit of that one. And then we have four energy, and I think, why 4? None of them cost 4, so I have to... the Homeworld powers up twice. Ooh, we would like to get that one. I think I need to buy one of these where we can get some more energy. So with this one, we can gain 2 fuel, or we may destroy it to get a weapon that costs 5 or less. So I think we need to buy this one. And then we're just going to end the turn. And then we paid 3. And then I have 1 card to my hand. I can choose to keep it or I can discard it. And in this case, I'm going to discard it. So we can maybe get some of our better cards to our hand. And then I really hope that we're going to get our turn first. Otherwise, we're going to get 2 more in damage from our health. I really hope it's our turn and not the boss. Oh no, it's the boss. Alright, we will get 2 more damage to our health, which is pretty bad. Then they're going to level up. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is so bad. Minions in play gain 4 health, increase the artillery track by 1. And now minions, they will get, they will enter with +4 in health. So this is pretty bad. We're going to increase this one, and they're going to gain 4 more in health. So now it has 6 health. Man. Oh, this is not good. And then we're going to shuffle this deck, and we have to draw a card. Oops. And then, let's see. Increase the artillery track by 1. If Furion is at level 3, any player suffers 3 damage. That is when it's activated. So this one is going to start on 10. Not just 6. It's going to have 10 in health. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is rough. This is rough. Oh, I didn't think to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed to draw 5 cards to my hand. This is rough, guys. This is rough. Then this one is going to the boss again. Let's see how quick we can lose. Oh my god. We get 2 damage. We're down to 4 in health, and we don't have any way where we can get health. This one is going to increase the artillery track by 1. And then, because we have 3, we are going to draw one of these artillery cards. Any player discards a card from their hand and suffers 1 damage. So we have to suffer 1 more damage and then discard a card from our hand. And I think I will just discard this one because we are going to get 1 more from that one. Or maybe, yeah, here we can discard a card, but that's also from our hand. This is going pretty bad, guys. I can tell you that. Then we know we are going to get our turn in the next 2 rounds here. So it's our turn. We're going to deal 1 damage. We have to get rid of some of these. We will deal 1 damage to him. And then we will deal a damage, and we can return a weapon to our hand. So he will go down to 4. And then we can return a weapon. I think we only have the ones, right? Yeah. So we can return this one to our hand. And then we have 2 weapons we can equip. This one where we can deal 2 damage and power up the Homeworld, and then we can deal 1 damage. And then we can play this card. The Homeworld can power up, and I can destroy a card that I have in my hand. Actually, I'm going to destroy one of these. I will destroy one. And I can't use one. I could have kept them and powered up, but I think I'm going to discard it. So we can try and see if we can get better cards to our hand. Yeah, that was one turn. We are going to draft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And we know it's going to be us again. So we are going to get a turn. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to kill him yet. But we are going to start with these two. We are going to deal 3 damage and the Homeworld can power up. Oh, wait a minute, the Homeworld can power up here. So let's just see where we're going to deal our damage. So now we're up at 3, so we can use our Homeworld. So we are going to deal, and that one can deal 4 and then 2 in damage. I think we want to get rid of these 2 before we're going to hit that one. So I'm just going to give this one 3 in damage in this case, and we're going to discard them. And then we're going to use our Homeworld's power. We're going to give 4 and then 2 in damage. So we're going to give this one 4 in damage and this one 2 in damage. So this one is eliminated. Oh, and we had to discard this one. When we defeat it, we have to discard it, or destroy it. Not discard it, destroy it. So it's out of the game. Oh, we got rid of one of them, but we're down at 3 in health. This is so bad. Oh. Yeah. Okay. And then we have our cards. Let's see. Oh, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We have 6. We could use 6 here. We could also use 4 and then, but then again, we have 6. So I think we're going to buy this one, where we can deal 2 damage, increase that damage by 2 for each other weapon equipped. So we're going to buy that one. Then we need to open more slots. And we're going to place these. We need to pay 3 to get more slots here. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so we still have these. We are only going to flip them when we need to draw from the deck. So we still have our discard pile. So if we get the one where we can get a weapon back. Then we have to shuffle these. But we only have 3 health. That is not good. Oh, I need to reset this one down to 3 after I drew that card. Yes, let's see who is going to go. Ah, the boss again. Man. So we have to increase the artillery track by 1. Then we have to draw a card. The player with the most slots suffers 2 damage and discards a card in hand. Increase the artillery track by 1. So this one is going to go up. We have to 2 damage, and then we have to discard a card too. We are going to go to 0 in just a moment, and that is very bad. We need to hit the Homeworld. We have to discard a card. We have to discard a card. I think I will just discard this one. And then, let's see who it's going to be. Boss again? Really? No. Oh my god. Boss again. Okay. This one will go up to 2. And we are going to draw a card. The Homeworld suffers 3 damage and increase the artillery track by 1. Yes, so we will go down to 22. And then this one is up at 3, so we need to draw a card, and then this will go down to 0. Any player suffers 4 damage. 4 damage. This is such a rough card. Any player suffers 4 damage. This is crazy. So I suffer 1, and then I'm exhausted. Because I'm exhausted, this will go up to 3. That is the ability that is here. And I still had 3 more damage. And now my damage will go to the Homeworld. But you will have to multiply it with 2. So 3, the Homeworld is going to get 6 in damage. So they are going to go down to, what was it? That was 22, so they will go down to 16. Oh my god. So each time I take damage, the Homeworld is going to take damage. And this one was increased by 3, so we have to draw a card here. The player with the most slots suffers 2 damage, so that is 4. So the Homeworld is going to get 4 in damage, so it's down to 12. I think we are going to lose this one, guys. We might have to do a second game. Okay, then we know we are going to get 3 turns though. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is crazy. Okay. It is our turn. We are going to get the next 3 turns. And we cannot heal now. When you're down to 0, you cannot heal. Yes, with this one, we're going to, these 2, we're just going to place them here. And then we are going to power up. And then we may destroy a card in hand, so we're going to destroy this card. And that was our turn. That was it. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And we're going to flip this one over. It is our turn again. Yes, so this time, unfortunately, oh, we have 3. We have 3. Okay, we are first going to attack with these. So we are going to attack with this one. We're going to give 1 in damage. We're just going for this one. We need to go for the Homeworld now. And with this one, we can deal 1 damage and return a weapon to our hand. At the moment, I'm just going to return a weapon to our hand. And we deal it 1 more damage. So we just have to go for this one now. And then we're going to play these 3. So we're going to use 3 fuel to get 1 more slot. And then we're going to take 3 of these cards. We have this one, and this one. We only have room for 3. We can't place the number 4, then we need a slot more. So we are going to discard these, and then we're going to, I think I'm going to discard this one too. It's just a 1, right? Yeah. And then we're going to get 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have exactly 5 here. And then we're going to get our turn again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, so now we have these. Yeah, so we are not going to get any weapons for the next turn. But we are going to deal, let's see, we're going to deal, okay. Deal 2 damage, increase that damage by 2 for each equipped weapon. So this one is going to deal 6 in damage. So we're going to play this one first. We could get rid of that one. But I think we just need to blast this one now. So we are going to give this one 6. And then we can deal 2 damage and power up. So we will power up and give 2 more in damage. And then 1 more in damage. Wait. Or should we give that one 1 damage? So maybe we could destroy it because it's not... we're not going to survive to 3rd round, are we? Okay, let's give that one 1. Because then we can decide if we want to destroy it. Because it is going to hurt us when it's there, right? So we got 5 cards to our hand. Yes. Or did we? No, we have just used those. We have these we have to use. And then, yeah. Then we're going to play. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So we can buy a card for free. Or we can power up. I think I will buy a card for free. So let's just use this one. So we're going to power up. Then we're going to destroy a card in hand. So that one we're going to destroy. And then we have 3 we can buy for. And we can use this one. We are going to use this one. Let's give this one. I should have thought about that one. No, yeah. Let's give this one 4 in damage. So we're going to destroy this one. And then we will give this one 2. Yeah. So then we used our Homeworld's ability. And then we can use these 3. So do we want more we can buy for? I think maybe we need more we can buy for. I think I will buy this one. With this one, the Homeworld, we could also buy this one where the Homeworld can gain 1 health. We can always buy that one. I think at the moment I need to buy a bit more that we can buy for. Because I am discarding some of these, right? So we are going to place this one first and then these 3. And then we are going to flip it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That was a rough start, but also the boss had the first 2 turns. So hopefully we can shuffle it a bit more. So let's see. We would like to be the start player this time. The boss has started 2 times in a row. Can it do it 3? Nope. Then it's our turn. Okay. We actually have 3 weapons here. So we're going to... yes, this one where we can deal damage for each equipped weapon. And deal damage and return a weapon. So I can return that weapon to my hand. That is pretty good. And then we can get a weapon for 5. If I use this one. Or we can gain 1 more slot. Or we can buy a card, of course. Maybe we should buy the one where we can... I think for now I will buy again. I will buy this weapon where we can deal 2 damage and the Homeworld can gain a health. So I think we will start with that one. And then we are going to place these 2 on top. That was that turn. Boss is going. They are going to draw a card here, and they are going to... The Homeworld suffers 4 damage. So we are down to 8. Oh my god, we are not going to survive this, guys. I don't think so. This one we are not going to survive. Boss again. Oh my... So this one, Homeworld suffers 2 damage. And it has 5 plus the 4, so 9 health. Yes. Oh, I forgot to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we are going to get the next 2 turns then. The next 2 turns. So it's going to be us. Now, let's do some damage. This one, we are going to play this one first, where we can deal 2 damage per equipped weapon we have. So that is 6 damage. So this one is going to go down to 40. And then we are going to deal 1 damage, plus deal a damage and return a weapon. We are going to return this one where we can deal a lot of damage. So that is 2 more damage. 2 more damage. And then we got this one back to our hand. And we have 3 weapons again. That is good. So we are going to take our 3 weapons. And then we're going to equip them. Homeworld powers up and we can destroy a card. Yeah. Yeah, let's use it. Let's just do it. We're going to power this one up and destroy this card. Then we only have 2 on this one. So we're just going to power up here. So hopefully if we power up, we can activate 2 of our weapons without discarding them. So I need to power up now and use my weapons. So that is what we're doing. And then we will discard these 2. And draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't have that many cards to our hand because I have actually discarded a lot of cards. It's going to be our turn again. And then let's deal some more damage. With this one, we are going to again deal 6 damage. 2 per card we have, plus this one, so 6 damage. So it's going down to 32. And then we are going to deal 1 damage, plus 2, and we're going to power up. Oh, we're going to power up. So 3 more damage. So down to 29. And then we're going to play our cards. Yeah, we only have 1 that can deal damage now. But the Homeworld can gain 1 health with that one. So we have... so I think I will use these 3 to power up. So we have 4. And then I think it's time that we're going to discard this one. So we can gain a card for 5 or less. So we can take this weapon card for 5. So we're going to destroy this card to take this card, weapon card, for a value of 5. And then we're going to put these to the side. That was our turn. Oh boy. Yes, so we can give 1 health to our Homeworld. Oh, the Homeworld suffers 2 damage with that one. But we just need to, I think we just need to do as much as we can towards that one. I think we don't have time to waste 9. Okay, let's see who is going to go first. We are going first. So the Homeworld, we're going to deal, oh, we need to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. The Homeworld, we're going to deal 2 damage, and then we're going to heal with 1. So we're going to go up to 9, and we're going to deal 2 damage. And then, hopefully we have a lot of attack cards. We have 3. We are going to place this one, and this one. And then we can power the Homeworld up. Perfect. And we can destroy a card in hand. I don't want to destroy this one. With this one, we can gain 2 fuel or 3 if we have 4. So we actually can gain 3. So I can buy or I can just power up. I will just power up here. I will power this one up. I think instead of buying a card. Yeah. Oh, which order? Yeah, I might take that order. Or maybe this one first. But I'm also going to use this ability where we're going to deal 6 damage. So it's going to go down to 21. And then hopefully we are going to get our turn again. I hope. No, this is the boss. The Homeworld suffers 2 damage. 1, 2. You're going to draw a card. Any player suffers 1 damage, or the players collectively discard 2 cards. If Furion is level 2 or higher, do both. So we have to do both when that one is activated. It's not activated yet. Not yet. But yeah, and I have of course to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to my hand. And then, please, yes, it's us. Our turn to do something. It suffers 2. It will suffer 4 damage if these 2 are activated. But we need to do anything to kill that one. We need to. Okay. So first we're going to take this one. Deal 2 damage. Increase that damage for 2. That is 6 damage. So we're going to do 6 damage with that one. Maybe we can do it. So it's going down to 16. When it was 21, 6 damage, it's 15. 15. And then this one will deal 1 damage. So 14. And this one will deal 1 damage, and we can return a weapon to our hand. So let's return. Or should we have the one where we can get health? No, I think we need this one where we can get a lot of damage. So we will return this one to our hand. And we had to deal a damage 2. So it's down to 13. Poof! Giving some damage here. And then let's see what we have to our hand. Ooh, we actually have 4 weapons. If we can just survive, then we can kill it, and then we can kill it. Okay. This one, deal 2 damage, 1 damage, 4 damage, and return a weapon. And this one can deal 8 damage. And then we have 2. We can use these 2 to power up. So if it is our turn the next time here, then we can win. If it's their turn, then we might lose. Oh boy, we have to get 5 cards to our hand. This is going to be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hope. Oh, let's hope. It is going to be... Oh, the boss! No! If it had been us, we had won the game. But now we will see what is going to happen. Because this one, the Homeworld, suffers 2 damage. 1, 2. And then I will suffer 1 damage. That is then going to be 2. 1, 2. And then I have to discard 2 cards. I have to discard 2 cards. Well, at this point, it really doesn't matter. I can discard this one. And I can discard this one. So then, what do we have here? If I have to take 2 damage, then we are gone. If the Homeworld has to take 3 damage, we are gone. Oh, it's not a minion. Increase the artillery track by 1. Any player suffers damage equal to the current value of the artillery track. If it is... Oh! If it is level 2, destroy this card. So we have to put this one up at 1. Then I get 1 in damage. That means 2. That means 2 in damage. And we have to destroy this card. That means 2 in damage. So we're going to go down to 1. We just survived. This is crazy. We just survived. Wow. And then we will get our turn and we will blast Furion away. Our Homeworld has just 1 health. Wow, I actually thought we were going to lose it since we went down to 0 health so quickly in this game. But we are going to make it. Because with this weapon here, we are going to deal 8 damage because we have 4 equipped weapons. So this one is going to deal 8 in damage. So this one is going to go down to 5. And then this one is going to deal 4 in damage, and we may return a weapon to our hand. So we're going to return this one, of course. And this one is going to give 4 in damage. So we are down to 1. And then this one, 1 in damage. So we have defeated Furion. And then we have the last one, 2 in damage, and we can power our Homeworld up. So we can just give this one 2 in damage. But we have managed. We managed with only 1 health. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Wow. I really thought we would have lost it there. Wow. And what was the next card? I'm just curious. Increase the artillery track by 2. Any player discards a card in hand. Okay, that we wouldn't have lost with that one either, because it was at 0 at that point. It was at 0. So none of these cards would have made that we would have lost. But it was close. If it had been up at 1 and we had to increase it, then we would have taken 4 in damage and we only had 3 health here. Then we would have lost. So, yeah, and this was just the normal level. So if you want to play it even harder, then you can play it on an expert mode, and then each time on the step 2, where the rules of the boss mat decrease the artillery track by 2 instead of 3. So each time you're up at 2, then you have to draw one of these and then decrease it with 2. And if you want to play it even harder, you can play the Nightmare. And on this one, you're just going to take it 1 back instead of 3 back. Oh man, that is a nightmare. Wow. Wow. Because if you're then up at 5, then you're going to draw a card and put it 1 back. Then you're going to draw a card and put it 1 back. Then you're going to draw a card and put it 1 back. That would be a nightmare. Because all of these, they're all about, mostly about hurting you. So you're going to lose health. And when you're playing solo, then you're going to take all the damage yourself. I can't imagine ever playing the Nightmare mode. Might the expert mode, but not the Nightmare mode. That's crazy. Yeah, but that was Astro Knights. I really enjoy this game, and I like Aeon's End. I have played Aeon's End Legacy. I played through that and we enjoyed it so much. So when I saw that this game was a new version of Aeon's End, I thought, yeah, I want that one. So I actually got that one for Christmas here. This one has 4 bosses you can play against. They also have the Architect, they have Lunaris and Continua, and each of these, they have their own decks and own special rules, so it's going to be different for the different ones you're going to play against. So you have this one, and they all have their own setup and health. And then you have Lunaris, and they have 40 health. And then you have this one, and 60 in health. And you have a challenge rating on them. So that was 8 and 8 and then 5. And then you also have our heroes. They all have one unique card, and then they have different things they're going to start with and different abilities. And we didn't get to use my ability here actually. I could just fire 2 weapons, but yeah, we didn't get to that one. We have this one, Nasma. Activate during your main phase. Any ally draws 3 cards, and then they may destroy a card in hand. And then we have activate during your main phase. Deal 3 damage. Increase that damage by 1 for each weapon in your discard pile. That is actually also pretty good. I have played with all these. I have tried all of them. I only lost with 1, and I actually won with 5 of them. But it also depends on how the cards come out. So, this is one they recommend that you are going to play with the first time you play the game. Christina, and then the one Z.A.K that I played with. And then we have, I actually also like this one, because with this one you can heal. So when I played this one, I was like, I also went down here and then I could heal with 5. I just did a lot to power up because I knew I needed some healing, because you get a lot of damage when you play the solo version here. But yeah, that was my playthrough of Astro Knights. And when you're playing solo also, if there's anything that says ally, if you have to, then everything will be yourself. You are your own ally. So if it says that another ally can gain something, then you will gain it yourself when you play solo. But the way I play the game and the way I control my hero here is the same as if you're playing with more players. It's just a difference in the turn order, that we have 3 turns instead of 4 when you play with more players. But yeah, I'm happy that we actually managed to win. I thought we were going to lose the game, but we just managed. But I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Thanks for watching.